Hello everyone, it's Layla and Kristen and we are here in the kitchen on A Mindful Mom where we are sharing with you some easy, healthy, family-friendly recipes and ways to get kids cooking in the kitchen. Say hello, Layla.
Hello.
It's been a while since we've been in the groove of doing our Sunday afternoon videos. We're excited to be here. We have something super fun to show you and delicious. Layla, why don't you tell them what we're making today?
We are making pot stickers, which is one of our family's favorites. One of mine too. It's so good.
Well, can you tell everybody what a pot sticker is?
What a pot sticker is what is the type of dough?
What are the type of dough? We use wonton wrappers.
It's wonton wrappers with I'm thinking of the name.
What do you mean? Thinking of what name? Edamame. We use edamame.
Lettuce and carrots.
Cabbage and carrots. But really, this recipe has been a favorite on the blog here for a long time. We are making vegetable pot stickers, and it's a great way to get your kids to eat vegetables. Don't you agree, Layla? You can stuff your pot stickers with anything you want, and we're going to go over that in a minute. But first, I'm going to start by setting my Instant Pot. I have my 6-quart Instant Pot here. This recipe does not need to be made on the Instant Pot. I've been experimenting with it to see if I could steam my pot stickers in my Instant Pot, and it worked perfectly. So I want to show you guys that method today, but I'm also going to tell you how you can be making it on the stovetop, because I realize not everybody has an Instant Pot. So stovetop, you would just be heating a wok or a large frying pan over medium-high heat. The Instant Pot, I'm going to hit the saute button, hard to see it sideways, and I'm just gonna let it come to high heat. So when it says hot, I'm ready to pour my oil in. It's beeping at me. Hello, buddy, thanks for joining us. We are using avocado oil today. The reason being is avocado oil is extremely high smoking point, so I can use it in the Instant Pot over high heat or in a wok for high heat. You can use coconut oil too, that has a high smoking point. You can use canola oil because we're going to be cooking so quickly. That's fine, but I recommend the coconut oil or the avocado oil just for the best cooking point. And then this all I'm going to pour in just like a tablespoon of oil. This recipe here, we're going to let that heat up, really started with a means to use up leftover vegetables in the kitchen, right? Mm-hmm. Like Layla said, what are these called?
Edamame.
Edamame. How do you like to eat edamame, Layla?
Soy sauce.
She loves it with soy sauce. Yes, you love it with rice. She also loves them roasted in trail mix, right?
And in here.
And in the pot stickers. So edamame are a great source of protein. So this will make it a great vegetarian meal for us tonight without any meat. But by all means, you could add some ground chicken to this if you'd like to. The other thing that we add in, and this is kind of a mixture of all of our leftover veggies that have been in the fridge this week. We have some cabbage that I had used for some pork tacos to make like a slaw, some carrots. We just shredded those using our food processor, but you could get a bag of like broccoli slaw, a bag of coleslaw mix. Okay, this is ready to, starting to smoke. Or you could use like the stems of broccoli. You could put those through your food processor. Very nice demonstration, Layla. We have some green onions sliced up in here too. What other vegetables could you use?
You could use peas.
Peas would kind of might wilt a little bit, but yeah, you could use peas. That would work. You could use bok choy. You could shred up some bok choy and put bok choy in there. Really any sturdy vegetable that you can think of. And we're just gonna saute it lightly, just to kind of wilt down that cabbage. Hello, Shelly. Thanks for joining. I hope that you're well. Yes, go ahead. Put the edamame in. And we're just going to saute this just for a couple minutes. Like I said, just till that cabbage wilts down. To this, we're going to add in 1 teaspoon of minced fresh garlic. You can use jarred minced garlic. You could use fresh grated garlic.
Can I mix it?
Yes, you can mix it. Here, switch some spots. She's got to move over her stool.
Can I do the garlic?
The ginger. This is fresh ginger. So, ginger garlic. So a little tip. Okay, let's stop stirring for just a second so people can hear. A little tip with the ginger is I peel it and then I pop it in a freezer bag and keep it in my freezer. And whenever I need it, it's super easy to grate from frozen and you don't need much. Fresh ginger is very powerful. If you don't have fresh ginger, I would not use dried ginger. It's a little bit too pungent. So this is one recipe that fresh is best. Don't be intimidated by the price of ginger at the grocery store. It's priced per pound, so you're just gonna get a little knob. It doesn't cost very much. And then because you keep it in your freezer, it'll last for months. And then you just use as needed. Okay, then we're gonna add in about a tablespoon of soy sauce. Actually, that was a half a tablespoon of soy sauce.
Soy sauce, soy sauce.
We use reduced sodium. You could use full sodium.
I smell it.
She smells the soy sauce.
And I'm still trying to figure out how to make the little thing. The smell for the app.
Oh, the smellinator. She wants to make an app for a smellinator for the phone so that you guys can smell what we're cooking. That would be fun. Okay, so, Layla, let me show everybody here. This is done. I mean, it just takes minutes. And it takes minutes on the stove, too. So I'm going to turn my Instant Pot off. And then I'm just going to dish this back out into the bowl.
You hit me with
Oh, I hit you with, I'm sorry. I hit you with a little bit of the steam. So you can see that mixture there because it was quick. The vegetables are still nice and vibrant, but they definitely wilted down. Layla, why don't you show everybody the pot sticker wrappers? What do I have them wrapped in right now?
You have them wrapped in a wet paper towel.
We used half of the package earlier today, and
I love this.
when you're storing pot sticker wrappers, once you open the package that they come in, if you're not using them all, you want to put in some moisture so they don't dry out. So I just put in a wet paper towel in the package in a little sandwich bag. And then they'll keep for like 3 days, 3 to 4 days in the fridge. Okay, so we have all this scraped out of here. We're gonna steam these pot stickers in the Instant Pot, which is pretty amazing. Wait till you see this. It took me several times to perfect this, and we have gotten on a perfect way to do this. You don't need to clean out your Instant Pot. It's okay. I've gotten out all the vegetables, but we're gonna pour in 1 cup of water. And here it sizzled just a little, but it stopped. I'm gonna put in my trivet right here.
I love to feel these.
And then I cut little pieces of parchment paper that will fit right on my trivet so that I can layer the pot stickers 1 by 1 by 1. Do not use wax paper. That is not safe for your Instant Pot, but these parchment papers are. If you do not have an Instant Pot, do not fret. You can use several different things that you already have at home. Layla, do you want to get that big pan out with that we use for pasta? Get out the strainer there. You can use a little steamer basket. like this.
Ha!
And you would just put this over a pot of boiling water, line it with parchment paper as well so that the pot stickers don't stick. If you have a steamer, you want to make sure it's clean and not been worn by your child. You can put this over a pot of boiling water, sort of like a double boiler. And again, you want to put parchment paper. Wonton wrappers are very sticky, so if you don't have something on the bottom of your rack, it will stick. I tried to make these in the Instant Pot without parchment paper, and I just was left with a big clump.
It was a disaster.
It was a disaster. And then we tried several more times just to perfect the time on this for steaming. It takes about 7 to 10 minutes to steam over the stove on over boiling water. 3 minutes. 3 minutes in the Instant Pot is what it takes.
3 minutes.
Okay, so you have your little wonton wrapper. Layla, let's show them. Let's get to work. Okay, you can use a little cookie scoop there, and you're just gonna put a tiny, 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 tiny bit. Hi, Georgian. Thanks so much. I hope I didn't say your name wrong. Oh, you love watching. We love having you here. So you're just gonna put a tiny bit of your vegetable mixture, and if you had ground meat, you would want to brown up the meat first, then add your vegetables. Pork would work, ground chicken, ground turkey. We like them vegetarian. It's a great way to get kids to eat veggies. So you put it right in the middle. Then you're going to use your finger and you're just going to paintbrush around the edges with water.
It feels so weird.
It does feel so weird.
And if you put too much stuff in your wonton wrapper, it will explode.
It will explode. You won't be able to fold it over, and then you're just going to pinch the sides. Just like that.
Pinchy, 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 pinchy.
This is when I wish like I had a professional TV camera crew that could like come and zoom in over here on what Layla's doing.
Ta-da!
When we finish one, I'm going to put one layer of parchment paper on the bottom of my trivet. And we had made sure these are nice and sealed. I'm going to put these in, just layer them up. We'll show you a couple more, and then I'll show you what they look like when they're done. It's okay, I have this little guy there. Sometimes I find that it's best to use your finger and paint around the edges. You can use a pastry brush, but you don't need to. It's fun to get your fingers in. And I think kids, this is the best part for kids to do. Too bad your brother's not around. We could triple team it and get these done in no time.
Mm-hmm.
He hides out when we go live for videos. Sometimes he likes to join us. Today he's out running right now.
For 30 minutes.
For 30 minutes. He wanted to go for a 30-minute run, actually.
He had to.
He had to. He's doing track this season, and so
very little.
He's doing his run right now. Okay, so we have some vegetable pot stickers. Yes, Layla does not overstuff them. You can see there. Okay, she's gonna keep working on that. So what I do is once this is ready, again, when you're cooking with your Instant Pot, the most important thing to remember is 1 cup liquid. So you have 1 cup liquid on the bottom. I put my trivet in, put parchment paper. Once I have a layer of pot stickers, I don't want them overlapping because I don't want them to stick together. And I can fit on my 6-quart about 6. I just put another little round right on top and just stack them back on top. Once it's done, and it doesn't matter how many layers that you put up, it's not going to change the time that it cooks. Again, if you're using a steamer pot or a strainer, you're just going to put over boiling water. You don't want the water to be touching your steamer or your steamer wrap pot. And you're gonna let it come to a rapid boil, and then you would put this on top of the water. Make sure you put a lid in so that you trap that steam in, so that the pot stickers cook from the bottom to the top through. On On the stove, it's going to be about 10 minutes to steam, 8 to 10 minutes. In the Instant Pot, 3 minutes. You turn your lid, you put your lid on, and then you would set it. And I'm going to cancel it because we're going to film more after we're done here. Let me show you guys. So you would hit pressure, it's on high, manual, and then set to 12 minutes. That's for my baked potato. I'm going to adjust it down to 3 minutes. It'll take anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes to come to pressure, depending on your elevation and the temperature that your Instant Pot was, because we already had been sauteing in here, so the Instant Pot, the inner pot's already warm. It won't take as long to come to pressure. Then you're gonna let it set for like, oh, I'm gonna turn that off because we're not done filling it. You're gonna let it set for 3 to 5 minutes. Just let them hang out in there, and then you're gonna do a quick release, which is just you knock this back with a wooden spoon, and then you're gonna end up with pot stickers, my friends, that look like this. Do you see that? Now those are just steamed, so that's the healthy, light version. Yes, she loves them, and I will let her munch on them. We're gonna have this with some rice for dinner tonight. Delicious. Here, Layla. So you can have them just steamed. We like ours just steamed, don't we? But sometimes we like them pan fried too. So again, you would just put them, like heat a large skillet on your stove with some high smoking oil, like the avocado oil or coconut oil. And then you would put your pot stickers down, let them brown on one side, pour in half a cup of water, put a lid on it, and let them cook for like another 2 minutes. And then you would have crispier pot stickers if you want to do that. For your dipping sauce, I have a lot of different suggestions. You could do soy sauce with, you can do hoisin mixed with like some pineapple juice. One of my favorite hacks is to take pineapple juice, apricot preserves, and sriracha or hot sauce and mix, she hates sriracha,
or
and with some red pepper flakes. Mix it all together with and it is delicious. It's like a sweet and sour sauce, homemade. It's great. It's what I use to make my Instant Pot sweet and sour chicken. Or you can just use like the red chili dipping sauce,
or
like
soy sauce.
The Asian dipping sauce, or soy sauce. Yes, Layla likes just plain old soy sauce, or hot mustard would be good. Yes, Shelly, you adore pot stickers. You will love this, and wait till you try making them in the Instant Pot, because you can make a whole stack of layers, like up to the
top.
Up to the max fill line, and they're delicious. They're easy. They're healthy. It's such a fun family dinner. Don't we love doing it with?
And it's fun for kids because they get to be messy.
Yeah, you get to be messy. She's been making pot stickers. I have pictures of her making pot stickers at 2 years old, just like stuffing the vegetables in. And I remember the first time her sitting there while I was sauteing up the mixture, and her brother, and ew, we don't like cabbage cooked. These two love cabbage raw. My kids love cabbage raw, but they do not like a lot of vegetables cooked. And I was like, kids, we're cooking it quick, quick, quick. But by the time they were done making the little pot stickers, they had so much fun, they couldn't wait. And then plus, anytime a kid can dip their food, hello, we love to dip, don't we?
Or when they get to put their fingers in something.
Put your fingers and paint. All we had to say to Layla was, you get to paint. And she was like all about making that. But to try them, the dipping is key too. So a few tips to remember. Like Layla said, do not overstuff them. And you just pinch the sides together. You do not need to use an egg wash, just water works perfectly. Like that. You must use parchment paper on the bottom of whatever steaming basket you're using so that it does, steaming mechanism, your a stainless steel colander, a double boiler, a steamer basket, a pot sticker steamer rack, the Instant Pot. Well, the pan you don't have to use parchment paper for, but that's after you steam them when you're pan frying them. I still recommend steaming them before you pan fry them, just so that they get that perfect texture and the wonton wrapper is cooked through. I found, like I said, 3 minutes in the Instant Pot, let it rest for about 4 minutes, and 4 to 5 minutes or a little bit longer, and then your wrappers are perfectly cooked through. And because I know she's been dying to try one, Layla, tell everybody what you think. She doesn't even need anything to dip it in. You see that face? That's a face of love for vegetables, guys. And not just vegetables that I went and spent a fortune on. These are scraps from my kitchen. Use broccoli, use peas, use edamame, use coleslaw mix, use cabbage, use the stems of broccoli, shred it all up, saute it up with some fresh ginger, garlic, soy sauce, and bam. You have a treat that kids and adults love. This is one of our favorites for like in-house date nights too. It's just a fun, quick, easy appetizer that we can have over a couple of drinks and enjoy as adults too. So we love that. But thanks guys for joining us. This was a quick one. We hope that you guys will give pot stickers a try, clean out your produce drawer, and make something delicious for dinner tonight. Take care. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.